Hello, everyone. It is another exciting time here at the Live Lab studio, and you are welcome to the Live Lab podcast. Like I usually say, at Live Lab, we believe that life is a lab and a space where science meets soul. I'm your host, Glorious Awodiri, and it's always my pleasure to have my co host.
Yeah, thank you very much, Glorious. It's always nice doing this alongside with you.
You're
And
welcome.
I'm glad to be seated there in the studio as the co host. My name is Ayodeji Aino.
You're
And to
welcome.
our viewers, I want to tell you that today's topic is one topic that is beyond science, is one topic that is beyond biology. It is one topic that cut across our daily activities. Have you ever been in a situation whereby you just felt like, why is this lady acting the way she's acting? Or why is this guy behaving the way he's behaving? Is it because of our temperament? Is it because of our zodiac sign? Is it because of how we were brought up? This and beyond is what we are going to be discussing in today's episode. I want you to stick around and to enjoy. And I will not be doing this alone with my host. I have two special, amazing guests in our midst. And to my left is Rita Oluwasoyin. Rita, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, good to have you in the studio.
The pleasure is
Yeah,
mine.
Rita is not just a wife, she is a mother and a financial specialist. She's going to be sharing her ideology and mindset about the topic, what it means to be a mother, and also talk from the perspective of her husband.
And in front of me, I have Chris Wachuku, a philosopher and a professional cinematographer. Hi, Chris. How you doing today?
I'm good.
You look good, by the way, honestly.
Thank you very
The
much. You look.
outfit, 100.
Thank you very much.
Composure, 100.
Thank you very much.
All right, welcome once again to
Thank you
Live
very
Lab
much. Thank you very
Podcast.
much. And I must say that you look feminine and look beautiful.
Thank you. $1 million
Thank you.
for you. Thank you.
Yeah, my customer will want to go to Chris first. As a guy to guy. Let us talk now. Do you think we are wired differently, the man and the woman? Do we think differently? Are we wired differently?
Okay. Thank you for that question and thanks for having me here. It's a privilege.
You're welcome.
A fundamental question like this requires a fundamental approach. So the first question should be, what is a man? Or who can be called
Amen.
a man? So let's begin by first understanding the root meaning of what a man means. In philosophy, we might call it etymological meaning. So a man can be said to be someone who possesses the XY chromosome. We can also say a man is someone who has who possesses what we call testis and a reproductive organ, which is what testis is all about. And the root meaning for a man means muscular, which can also mean masculine, gotten from a Latin word. So that is what a man is. So who then is a woman? We also need to know that. A woman is someone that possesses the XX chromosome,
Not the XY,
not the XY.
XX.
XS. So we begin to see the differences there. And not only that, a woman possesses the reproductive organ we call the ovaries, which produces egg for fertilization. So that is first the difference we need to first understand who a man is and who a woman is.
From your explanation and definition,
Yes.
it is evident that a man
Yes,
is different from a woman.
absolutely.
So, does that actually affect how we behave or how we think?
Definitely, that should also affect how we behave and how we think. Because someone who possesses XS and another person who has a gene XY, one produces egg, the other produces sperm, both for production purposes, which is the original aim and plan of God for mankind to reproduce and multiply.
Yeah.
Are you getting my point? So basically, we must first understand that.
Okay, I don't want us to dwell too much on the biological part.
Okay.
Rita, when it comes to the spiritual part of this gender, do you think we are different, the man and the woman, spiritually?
Well, I won't say we are different because both man and woman was created by God.
Yes.
And as it is, we have our different assignments on earth. A man is created to protect, to be a leader first, to protect his family, let me put it that way. And then a woman is an helpmeet for the man. So when it comes to the spiritual aspect, the woman is supposed to be like a cover for her family. Because the man, we are meant to believe that, yes, he's a leader, he's a protector, he's out there, to look for what we are going to eat. The woman is to be praying for the man to succeed in every area of his life.
That means we are different.
We are
That means
different, definitely.
from our roles and responsibilities on each gender
Yes.
differs, like we are different. So
Definitely.
does that mean that we can hear God differently?
Of course, but it depends on the approach. The approach the man can give is different from the approach a woman can give.
Why? Is it because of how we were brought up, or
It's not because of, yes, in a way, yes, how we are brought up. Now, for instance, I heard a man of God that says when he wanted to go into ministry, he has to separate himself from his wife, like go to the mountain, like, or a retreat. He went for a retreat, and he needed God to give him instructions on how God wants him to run the ministry.
Is it because the woman will distract him?
No.
So why
It's not because the woman
So
would
why did the man
he
have to?
needed to hear there is a separation
He
even
needed
between
clarity.
he needed clarity, and he needed to hear from God clearly.
if
Not
he can't hear
because
clearly
I
if
think
Not
I think
because-
that can also happen to a woman.
not
Okay.
because a woman is a distraction.
No.
No. He needed focus. Remember, the man was in the Garden of Eden alone
Okay.
before the woman came in. So when this man went for this retreat, his prayer was that whatever God is revealing to him, God should also reveal to his wife.
To his wife.
And lo and behold, by the time he finished, came back, when he was dishing out what God told him, the woman was affirming it that, yes, this is what God also told her. Number two, like I said, it depends on the approach the man can give to God and the woman too can give to God. So there are different approaches that both genders can give. For instance, some people will just come, like I remember there is a story in the Bible that somebody just came and said, God, I pay my tithes, I do my this, I do my that. What happened to the person? But there was one that came and was referencing God. God listened to that person.
And that person must be a man.
The other person was also a man.
Exactly.
Okay.
There are two men.
So
Okay.
that means if you are saying it is based on how we were brought up, is there a way we are to train a man or a male child? Or is there a different way to train a female
Female
child?
child.
Because
No.
if you are saying we should train a male child this way, it means we are trying to give that child a different mentality, that this is how you should see life. And the woman this is how you see life this way. And you see life this way. Is it not going to cause conflict?
See, let me tell you, both men and women are created to complement each other's
other.
roles and strengths. We might think differently. We might behave differently. But there is a way that if a man is going a certain direction, there are responsibilities that God has saddled a man with. And there are responsibilities that God has saddled a woman with.
Just like the one that happened in the Garden of Eden.
So a
Yes.
man can't do his role without a woman.
No, we are, like I said, we
No,
are
she
meant
said
to
it already.
complement.
Okay, without
We-
her.
Is it
God
possible?
knows that without the man, the woman, without the
The
woman,
woman.
the man cannot do some certain things.
But
Can
we
the
have
man
Paul.
give birth?
Paul as an example.
Okay.
There was no woman in his life.
Is because he chose
Not
to remain that way.
exactly.
But so what if I choose to remain that way?
Oh, all glory to Jesus.
So why should I have
your,
a woman
It's
just to
your choice not to have a woman in your life. If you know that you can withstand all the temptations around you, you can overcome them, then there is no problem you not having a
So
woman
Chris,
in your life.
let me put it this to you now.
Okay.
Is there a way
Yes.
you should train the male child and the female child? Because I believe they are the product of the society. We've heard this maxim that says women are the weaker vessels. There's some will say women are emotional, men are logical. This one will say, it is not like that. Why? Why is it like that? Because something must have happened for them to start saying that. Is it that men are not allowed to be emotional? Are we to train our male child not to express their emotions? And are we allowed to train our female child to express themselves?
All right, thank you very much for that question. When you give birth to children, do you start training the male ones? When you're passing instructions to them, do you train them in a different way? Do you pass instruction to a male child different way? Do you pass instruction to a female child different way? Now, let's look at it this way. Supposing your first child is a male, are you going to say, okay, because I have a male child as my firstborn, okay, I'm going to wait until I have a female child before I start teaching him manners, table manners, before I start teaching him how to talk?
But those are etiquette, normal etiquette.
Well, even in the normal etiquette you are talking about, you still have training in it.
Sure.
Because you still tell your child, you mustn't go this way, you mustn't do that way. So what are you telling me?
But
So
there's
the point here-
the male child will get to.
Yes.
You start saying, you also have been doing this. You also have been doing this. You also have been doing this
Exactly.
as a guy.
Exactly.
Whereas you will not tell same to the female child.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Where is that happen? Where
I've seen
is it?
parents, yes, I've
that-
seen parents who would always do that. Maybe a male child who is from 16,
Yes.
he has some certain responsibilities
Yes.
that he's meant to be doing, even
Yes.
at that age.
Yes.
And the female child,
Yes.
I was speaking with Glorious, and she was saying, is it right or is it acceptable for her to still be asking, do you remember, to still be asking her
asking my
parents?
dad for
But
money.
I said, I cannot. Even if I will, it will be on a different motive. So there's a stage a guy would get to. Some things are not acceptable.
But
But
before-
society would not excuse that for him.
Like
before you
what
get
But
to
the
that-
lady, they would excuse it for the lady.
No, that-
From
that-
16 and above.
Yes.
So you
Yes, we
can't-
have a lot of young guys who are out there and they will tell you, no, I must start doing this. They're already thinking of businesses to
They
do.
are
They're
teaching
thinking
you
of their life. They're already thinking
leadership.
of-
They are teaching you
Now,
leadership.
That's
from
what I'm
that
saying. That
stage.
means is it in a style of parenting? Is
Yes.
it that we must consciously train our male child in that direction
Yes.
and leave the women out of it?
No,
they are
no.
not leaving women out
You
of
must
it.
train both children in the same way.
Well, I quite agree
Because
with him.
when
in
you are
that
talking about when the child gets to age of 16, why must you wait till 16?
Because at 16, at least the child is enough to take
Is
some certain
mature.
responsibility.
Before 16, learn how to take your plate from the table.
Learn
From
how
when
to
he was
sweep.
3 years old, oh yeah, get the broom. When he was, even if he's playing with it, and that's where you start the training from.
Wash
But
the
then
dishes.
you now make sure that the ladies knows how to cook.
Of course.
The male as
They
well can
teach.
know how to. Have I cooked for you before?
Well, might just be a skill of survivor.
It's not a skill of
no.
survivor.
Yes,
No.
it
No,
might be a
it's
skill
not
of
a-
survivor, or
it's
maybe
not a
as a
skill.
career, because we have so many wonderful male chefs out there.
Thank
They
you.
chose that as a career for themselves.
Okay.
They chose that
Now,
as a career.
what I'm saying
there
is-
are also female chefs. too.
Society has this notion that when it comes to some things, it is known to be attached to women.
And that's the reason
what?
why not all society values are right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We
too.
need to check what society believes.
So what values do you think are not right?
For instance, when you say a girl child must be the one in the kitchen, a girl child
But it
must
has
be
been
the
like that
one.
since time immemorial.
No,
It doesn't make it right.
it doesn't. For the
Even
for
let
the
it
fact
be
that
from when it doesn't make
it
it
doesn't
right.
make it right.
But you
That's-
would excuse a male who doesn't know how to cook than a female.
Than a
You as a
woman that
person.
can cook.
No, not me as a person.
Yeah, I'm putting it to you. Please, would you excuse a male child
I
who does
wouldn't.
not know how to cook, or a male, a grown-up male as I am?
Do you know why I would not?
Okay.
What if I don't have the privilege of having a female child? Am I going to wait till eternity to have a female child?
Now let me give you a true life story. My husband that I got married to, all the three of them are boys, and none of them know how to cook.
They don't know how to cook.
None of them knows how to
Why-
cook.
If
why-
they're to
why
be
is this
female,
so?
you say, no, you must know how to cook.
The mom said anytime she's ready for kitchen, all of them are going to church.
No, I don't agree with you. He must know how to cook. He knows.
I am saying a true life story
She's
here.
talking
sir.
about her
I'm
husband.
Not, I'm not.
I've tasted
it's
his.
not
I've been
friction.
privileged to taste his food before, and it was delicious.
He was not the. Was it? Did he tell you cooked it?
I think he's the one that cooked
No,
it.
it's not
I
true.
think he's the one because I didn't ask.
I
But
disagree
think-
with you.
I
He's
think-
not the one. I cooked that food.
How do we know? We are not there.
But
Hey,
he-
you
he's
could,
not-
you could,
he's
you
saying
could have
it's
come
That
here
delicious.
now.
doesn't mean that.
No, you
that
could have.
doesn't
you-
mean that
He's
he's
not
the
here
one
to
that
defend
cooked.
himself. So you cannot come here and give a cheap blackmail.
He's
against
not a
him.
cheap
No,
black-
no. I disagree with you.
I think
because
we
that
still,
man.
I think we still need to come back home.
Okay.
About this society having a certain expectation for a man and a woman,
And pressure.
which I believe is not meant to be. Just like she said her husband, he doesn't know how to cook. And I don't think that is supposed to be. If you are training a woman to know how to cook, a man should as well know how to cook.
Yeah.
But for what
Now,
reason?
if we are raising a man to provide, we should as well raise a woman to as well provide. Just like she said, we are to complement each other.
Yes. Now,
So if-
Glorious, let me come in.
Okay?
I stayed with my auntie for over 10 years. What am I saying? 15 years before I got married. Their first son is a boy, second a girl, third a girl. I can outrightly, he's over 20 now, tell you that he can cook. When my auntie was telling his younger ones to sweep, they are telling him to wash plates.
Good.
If I am cooking in the kitchen, all of them are there learning. He can cook for you today to eat, and you will think it's a lady that cooked for you.
As it should be.
That's how it should be. The fact that society is mounting pressure that they shouldn't train a boy child, they should train a girl child, that doesn't make it right.
Me.
And we have to go back. We really have to go back
Chris, do
to
you agree to that?
a stage where
Well-
they will train both male and female.
Yes.
Whatever a lady can do, a guy should be able to do.
Chris, do you agree?
When it comes to house chores,
Well,
when
must
it
not be-
comes to leadership,
it must not be limited only to house chores.
I agree.
It must not be limited only to house chores.
So if you're saying that a man should as well clean, then we are as well saying that a woman can attain a level of leadership. Is that what we're saying?
Why not?
But we've seen men that are always threatened whenever their wife or their partners, right? Whenever they are a bit ahead of them. We've seen men whereby the wife will be receiving a higher salary than them, and the marriage will automatically just scatter.
But do you know what the woman is going through? What the man is going through?
What's the
in
man
the
going
hands of
through?
the man?
What's
Do you know
the
what the
man
man
Going
is
going
through so
through?
many things
What?
that
What's
is
the
not
man
open
going
to the
through?
public.
Do you know?
what is he going through?
There are-
Exactly,
there-
what's
there-
he going
there-
through?
There are issues that you cannot, that does not come up to the surface. I'll give you an instance.
Okay.
For instance, a woman who is doing so well, and she has bodyguards, has everything all around her, and then she's coming in. I'll give you an instance. I went to cover a general got promoted. Okay, not okay, a brigadier general got promoted, and she's a woman. And then as she was coming with the arrays of armies and everything, of course, you know what will follow suit. But then the husband was standing at the door, to receive him. Though they saluted him, but not like
The way they did for the woman.
the way they did for the woman. However, when I was to leave and the man wanted to, appreciate me for coming, he asked me to wait.
Okay.
Let him talk with
His woman. His
BG,
wife.
Brigadier General, and all of that. And that one just said, hold on, I'm still busy. That's my public view. I saw that.
So,
So-
So what's wrong with that?
So hold on, I'm busy.
of course, she was busy
No.
at that moment.
No,
Attending
no.
to something.
No,
Exactly.
hold on.
Okay.
Now, if it was the man, probably, the man would have just said, okay, darling.
Thank
Okay,
God you
just-
put probably.
Yes, would have said, probably,
And don't you think that's gender stereotype?
No.
Me, I've not seen any big deal there.
no,
Exactly,
no, there's a
no
big deal
big
there.
deal.
Because in the public, you don't know what people, just the same
But
way
you would
I
have
am.
excused the man if it was opposite.
Exactly.
You said
That's
what?
what you are still
If
saying.
the man had done that,
You would have
you
excused
wouldn't
the
have
man.
seen
You
any
wouldn't
issue.
have seen anything
Yes.
wrong with it.
No, you know why? Because in the military, the law is this. If you are a brigadier general, your wife is a step ahead of you.
Yes.
And that is the reason why during decorations, paramilitary, military, police, armies, whatever you have, during decorations, their wives are always present in joining the president, the IG, their superiors in decorating their husband. As a reminder that, listen, you are the same, you are not just the same with your husband, you are a step
Ahead of him.
ahead of him. I will also give you another scenario.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Before you
Me,
give
I,
your scenario,
I,
before
I,
you give
I
your
actually
scenario,
don't have any issue with that. There's nothing wrong with what she did. Because
Honestly.
she was actually attending to some things.
Because-
and definitely she will still come back to him.
For 37 minutes,
For how many?
okay,
How
For
many
37
okay,
minutes?
Okay, okay.
Wait.
You
what
just
if,
spoke
that-
what
about
if it had been
military,
the
yeah.
man?
yes.
What if it had been the... I'm so sure you are stating this
wouldn't
example
see
because
anything
it
wrong
was the woman.
But I want to give you
Exactly.
another example.
Okay.
Oh,
Now
Before you give
this
an example,
okay.
before you give an
Okay.
example, I want us to also focus on, since you are both married.
Yes.
Okay, I'll soon get married. Okay. Since you are both married, how is it like when it comes to your talking style and communication style with your partner? Have you ever wondered and say, I'm seeing this, but my wife is not seeing this, or I'm seeing this, my husband is not seeing this, or we are both seeing the same thing, but we have different approach? Has it ever happened to both of you? Rita?
Well, several times it has happened. Now, I was watching something just before we come up on air. The man was giving analogy about a man's brain and a woman's brain. He said a man's brain is made up of boxes.
Right.
Boxes.
My brain is made up of boxes.
Ben, your brain is made up of boxes.
Our brain.
Yes.
The
Una
woman's
brain.
You
I'm
have
brain.
not
to
too
say our
sure.
brain.
I'm not too sure.
The woman's
Analogy.
brain is made up of wires.
No wonder you used to think like.
Okay, exactly.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly.
This is just what we are talking about.
Zigzag.
They find faults.
No, it's not for
The woman's brain is made up of wires. Now, if a man wants to discuss
But before you go
a
further,
particular
what is the shape
issue,
of a wire?
a wire doesn't have shape. It's just
Exactly.
Just
So,
like
so the
saying,
Why is
thinking,
it straight?
so the thinking, so the thinking of
whatever
a
you
woman
call
No,
it,
why
is
is it
shapeless.
straight?
Is that what you are
it's
saying?
not shapeless. It can never be.
No.
I get what you're trying to
It
say.
can never
Thank
They
you.
will
be.
never agree. They
They
are
will
thinking
never agree.
differently.
No.
Wait.
Okay.
Let me land.
Okay.
Land
Now,
is
when
cool.
a man wants to discuss a particular issue, he will go to his brain and pick that particular box of that issue he wants to discuss. Immediately he discusses with the wife. He doesn't want her to touch another issue. He returns it back and drop it. He doesn't want that box to touch
Another
the
Another
box
box.
next to it and the
So
one by
let's
the
deal with
light.
what we are talking
Let's
about.
deal with what
Deal
we are talking about.
Okay.
Let's be short, specific, precise, and we drop the
A
issue.
systematic thinking.
Now, a woman, when she wants to discuss an issue,
Okay.
as she's seated already, she has already think about 2 things, 3, 4, 5
Sorry,
things.
Rita. So
at the
are we
same
saying
time.
that men are more organized than women?
That's what she's saying.
No,
No, let her answer first.
Okay.
they are not more organized.
Okay.
It's what it means that they have another box called nothing. The box is just called nothing.
Men are
Now
nothing.
that nothing means it's just for the guy to just sit down, pick up TV remote, switch on the TV, just sit down and be watching.
All this stress-free lifestyle.
Exactly.
All right. You see, when you talk,
And the woman wants to talk. Now there are instances whereby we really don't communicate. What
Okay.
I am saying, you are not seeing it. It's something else you are seeing. Sometimes they say men are logical, they are rational. Sometimes they call us a weaker versus. I don't take that. I don't accept that as a weaker
As it
versus.
should be. We are not
We
weak
are
at
not.
all.
Let's talk about. It's when we talk about it that we are okay. We feel satisfied.
I
But-
But
think
men don't do that.
I think we'll talk about it in this next episode because time is already fast spent. To my amazing viewers at home, I said it earlier that at Live Lab, we believe that life is a lab and we are already dissecting everything. I'm sure my gender at home are already saying, spill it up, keep it coming. Because it's often seen and heard that women, we are very weak. What do we know? But in this particular episode, I put it to you that we'll change that narrative. And with this, I would want you to join us in the next episode. Stay tuned.